Hello, today we will be talking about our immune system and our first two lines of defense that comprise our non-specific defenses that consist of our skin and mucous membranes that protect us from infectious disease and pathogens. An infectious disease is a disease caused by agents invading the body, and pathogens are agents that cause disease. Diseases can be caused by bacteria, viruses, protists, fungi, and invertebrates. Pathogens spread in 5 ways: air, food, water, person-to-person contact, and animal bites. Our body's first line of defense is our skin and mucous membranes. A mucous membrane is made of epithelial tissue that protect the interior surfaces of the body that may be exposed to pathogens. The mucous membrane is a barrier that secretes mucus, and the mucus is a sticky fluid that traps pathogens. Skin is a physical barrier and releases sweat, oil, and waxes. These 3 things contain chemicals that are toxic to pathogens. And today, our house is going to serve as our organism, and the barrier on the outside, the walls, will serve as our skin. Our body's second line of defense consists of the inflammatory response, the temperature response, and proteins. The inflammatory response is a series of events that suppresses infection and speeds recovery. A pathogen has just entered the organism through a break in the skin. This gives the pathogen an opportunity to damage cells, which is the first step in the immune response, releasing histamine. Histamine is a substance that increases blood flow to the injured area and increases permeability of surrounding capillaries. The cell has been injured, releases histamine. And this causes redness, swelling, warmth, and pain. When blood vessels are damaged, platelets begin clotting. The process seals off the surrounding tissue and stops pathogens from entering the rest of the body. The second step in the inflammatory response is when white blood cells fight pathogens that have entered the body. Fluids and white blood cells are phagocytes. They pass through capillary walls to injured areas. They ingest and destroy pathogens and other foreign matter. The third step in the inflammatory response is when phagocytes and some other types of white blood cells are attracted to the site of injury by histamine. Neutrophils are the most abundant type of phagocyte in the body. They circulate through the blood vessels and can squeeze through capillary walls to reach the infection site. Neutrophils also ingest pathogens. Macrophages are white blood cells that engulf pathogens and cellular debris. Some are stationed in the body tissues, and others seek out the pathogens. Natural killer cells are large white blood cells that attack pathogen-infected cells, not the pathogens themselves. They're effective at killing cancer cells and virus-infected cells. They pierce the membrane of its target cell, allowing water to rush in and causes the cell to burst. The temperature response occurs when the body increases several degrees to fight the pathogen. The normal temperature of a body is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything higher is considered a fever. A fever is a symptom of illness that shows the body is responding to an infection. Fever triggers include pathogens and chemicals released by macrophages. A moderate fever slows the bacteria and viral infection growth and promotes white blood cell activity. The protein response is the last of the nonspecific immune responses. It's a complement system consisting of 20 different proteins. They circulate in the blood and become active when encountering certain pathogens. Some form ring-shaped structures that puncture membranes of infected cells and causes cellular death. Interferon is a protein that is released by cells when infected by viruses. It causes nearby cells to make the protein that helps them resist viral infection.